Hi Capricorn, welcome to your week ahead reading. This is for week commencing the 7th of April. Before I start your reading, just a pretty little quick pre-warning, I should say, is that we do have another dog in the house and her name is Mango. So we have got double trouble. That's my son's dog. And whilst we don't have grandbabies, we do have the dogs. So anyway, hopefully she'll be okay. She's a little dog, but don't they just have the biggest attitude? Anyway, we've got your first two cards out, your energy cards. Love this. Oh, look at this. Next week, Capricorn. New vitality. And then you have listen. Now, listen is very much the high priestess. So it's like, trust your instincts. There's something that's coming in that's just going to give you a little bit of a spark of inspiration. Maybe you know what it is already. Maybe you are just really connected to spirit next week, and it honestly does give you a spring in your step. Just, you're able to block out all the negative Nellies. I think that's possibly what that's heading towards. We're going to use the B tarot, which I absolutely love it, and B, excuse the pun, it's just so inspirational for this time of year. We've already got your first card out. So, dear spirit guides and angels, please join me in this reading for Capricorn and make it helpful, hopeful and healing. So your first card and your focus is the Six of Pentacles. Lovely. Okay, your opportunity is the Five of Cups. Your challenge is the Eight of Pentacles. Seven of Cups is what you don't see coming, and the Ace of Swords is your advice and outcome. Ooh, I love this. Six of Pentacles as your focus for next week is about reciprocity. I can't say that word. Receiving back, giving and receiving. And now this could be recognition for your hard work. This could be financial recognition for your hard work. But whatever it is that they want you to focus on, are you getting back as much as you're putting in? Are you, especially with that new vitality, thinking, right, hang on a minute, let's have a look at this. Let's just rewind this just a little bit and let's see. I'm not saying we have to do things to get things back, but that is a little bit how the universe works. There has to be a balance, and maybe there's not a balance at the moment, and they're wanting you to just take a look at that. All the time and effort that you're putting into something, are you getting paid for it? Are you even with recognition of others? The Five of Cups is your opportunity. I do feel like you're leaving a spell of quite negative energy behind, especially with the new vitality and listen. Because the Five of Cups is about looking at the opportunity to forget about something that's gone on in the past, draw a line in the sand on that. Just focus on next week. Just focus on what's coming up rather than what's happened already. Because there's nothing we can do about what's happened already. We need to just focus and get in that vortex, as old Abraham Hicks would say. Eight of Pentacles is your challenge for next week, which I think is always a challenge for you, Capricorn. You're really hard working. When you have got focus, you're 100 miles an hour, I feel. And it's about, as a challenge, this is you trying to fit everything in. I feel like, are you feeling guilty that you are working so much and you're not got your time away, you've not got that balance, as I say, with the home life, work life situation. It could be that, sorry, I'm just double checking that I've got that card right. I have. It's because it's a B tarot, they're different. It could be that you are desperate to actually, get on with something because you've got this idea, you want to run with it, but there's something blocking you. Maybe it's just other commitments that you've got. The Seven of Jars is what you don't see coming. This is lovely. Seven of Cups, it's about choice. There's lots of choices, lots of options coming in for you next week. Only you can make that. And then the Ace of Swords as advice and outcome. When you've got the Seven of Jars there, the Ace of Swords is here because it's saying, make sure you focus on one thing though. Don't choose, oh yeah, I'll do that, and that. No, let's just, I'm really drawn to the number one there. Just focus on one thing. Get get that in the bag, get that sorted, and to a stage where you're happy with it. That's what the Ace of Swords are, our mental suit, our clarity also. That often brings mental clarity in order for you to move on to the next thing even. So we're going to clarify with the Ryder Waite Radiant. Six of Pentacles, why are you here, please and thank you for Capricorn. Now, Pentacles are your card, your suit, sorry, in the tarot. Earth sign, they're attributed to earth signs, so as well as Capricorn, Virgo and Taurus. So let's have a look. Six of Pentacles. And you know, with that listen card, the intuition, the instinct side of you next week, do you kind of like, if you got an instinct that, you know, hang on a minute, I am putting a little bit too much effort in here and not getting back what I thought I might, is it time to focus on something new? Or another version of it? Why are you here? Six of Pentacles, please and thank you for Capricorn. You've got the King of Swords, the Ten of Wands, and the Five of Swords. So the King of Swords is about making a decision, being very wise about it. But to me, this is always about write it down, be factual about it. Don't assume, don't make matters from decisions based on your emotions. Just purely make that decision based on the facts of the matter. So whilst you might feel like you're not getting the recognition, have you actually, for instance, if you are online and you're thinking, all this hard work I'm doing, or a business, and you look at the accounts, look at the actual facts of that situation. That's what they're wanting you to do, to focus on that. Maybe that will give you your answer. It's also saying that with this Ten of Wands that you are working your butt off. And you, just so much so you can't see the wood for the trees. But I like this for you because it's like, to be honest with you, I think it's just showing that you've got next week this really good get up and go in you. It's like, right, let's get get this sorted. I've got a new, I don't know, maybe the sunshine is giving you more of an oomph. Maybe you work outdoors, you're a gardener or something, and it just gives you that new vitality. You've got the Five of Swords, however. Now, the Five of Swords, again, is maybe there is somebody who's just not giving, they're just pushing your buttons and seeing how much you can do for them before you kind of erupt, I want to say. This Capricorn, I think you do put up with an awful lot. And then it's like, right, cut off time. I think you do know your boundaries. And I think somebody's just pushing you next week that makes you reflect, hang on a minute, am I doing a little bit more than what they are? Maybe you're in a partnership with somebody and there's a business partner and one's doing far more than the other. Relationship, one's putting far more effort in than the other. It's that kind of energy I'm feeling. Now, the Five of Jars is an opportunity. I think it's an opportunity for you to move into a more positive energy. From that, I feel that you have not been so vitalized lately. You've just gone through a bit of a lull, and it's a kind of opportunity now to not move on from it, because especially if you've had a loss, it is incredibly difficult. Anyway, let's see what the cards have to say. Capricorn. So we've got 3 out straight away. We've got the Knight of Swords. Now, the Knight of Swords is the fastest moving knight in the deck, and the knights are progress. There's something coming in that's just making you, again, with that new vitality, giving you that oomph to push forward in your convictions and what you believe in, what you see, what you want, what your thoughts are, what your ideas are. This is really fast moving. It's also about putting your words into action. And then you've got the Fool energy. It's like, yeah. And he almost said, fluff it. Let's just go for it. This is like, yeah, been there, done that, got the t-shirt. I'm going to do it again. The message of the Fool is take that leap of faith. But it just also portrays this energy of carefree. It's like, yeah, got that baggage off my shoulder now. Look, he's only got a tiny little knapsack there. He doesn't need too much to go on to the next journey. Just feeling a sense of relief for you. Maybe you're on a break. Maybe you're taking a break. It's like, and then you've got the death card, which I love. That's what I'm saying. You've put an end to something. You're putting an end to this sense of disappointment or loss or regret. And in fact, no, the death card, I was going to say is attributed to Capricorn. No, it's not. That's the devil. For some of you, though, the death card is attributed to Scorpio. This could involve a Scorpio too. 8 of Pentacles is your challenge. Here goes the dogs. Just pre-warning you. Do you know what? If I cut my videos every time they barked, I would never get one done. And so that's why I continue. I also don't like to stop and start a tarot reading. I just feel like, I don't know, you kind of stop the flow of it. But anyway, so I do apologise if you do hear the dogs. Bella and Mango. You can tell them off for me if you like. Anyway, 8 of Pentacles, why are you here for Capricorn? Again, I feel like some of you are itching to do something independently, but for some reason you're not able to. You've got the 6 of Swords as a challenge. You've got the Hanged Man and the 9 of Wands. Ooh, interesting. Now, the 6 of Swords, it's almost like you're debating something like, oh, do I, shall I, shan't I? This is, for me, it's about, as a challenge, this 6 of Swords is like, oh, do I carry on doing what I'm doing? Because half of you can see that there's a better, brighter horizon, there's calmer waters, but the other half is like, this has been such hard work though. Shall I just go back and do what I used to do? Shall I just return? But for me, that would always be a massive no, because all that time and energy and effort you've taken to actually get halfway across the pond, so to speak, you're going to have to take that time and energy to go back again. You might as well use it to carry on forward, if that makes sense. Because you got the 9 of Wands. And this is the I give up card. This is the wounded warrior. Like, oh my gosh, this is such hard work. Is it worth it? There's something. But on the other hand, maybe you are the only one working into the night on something, literally giving it your all, laser light focus, nose to the grindstone, but you're not seeing the results. And then you've got the Hanged Man. It's taking so long, or you feel like it's just taking forever. Because the Hanged Man in the upright position is take a step back on purpose, don't rush in. Exact opposite to that Knight of Swords, which is what they're wanting you to do, like go for it. But your energy is very doubtful next week, because I feel that it's not, maybe you're just being impatient. It's not happening quickly enough. Now, the 7 of Cups is what you don't see coming. And there's like options. What are your options? What are your choices? Let's have a look. Oh. Right. I am going to tap these because they do feel a little bit heavy. 6 of Cups. Oh, that feels better. 5 of Wands. And the Sun. Love that. Okay. 6 of Cups. Do you go back to doing what you used to do? Very nostalgic energy. Do you, again, like I said with that 6 of Swords, you're very not sure if this is worth my time and effort. I'm not sure whether I should continue trying to improve something, or, because I'm not getting the responses, or I'm not getting but this is something I believe that your options are, well, yeah, you can go back, because this is the card of nostalgia, of childhood, something you've done before, people that you've even worked with before. Maybe you are thinking about returning to an old job, but perhaps that old job wasn't really giving you the benefits that you expected. But it could be that, well, it might even be less money, but less hassle. And then you've got the Five of Wands, and I feel like for some of you, it's like, oh, do I just continually battling and be that competitive, be up there with the rest kind of energy? Usually, the Five of Wands is about egotistical people, but what you don't see coming with that Seven of Jars, I just feel like that's the choices that you think you're having to make next week. Get that competitive streak out a bit more. Get that new vitality. You do have the Sun card as well, which is the biggest yes card in the deck, the most positive card in the deck. So whatever it is, whatever choice you make, it does feel like it's going to be the right one. Which isn't very helpful for you, is it? But it's also shining an absolute positive aspect to this situation. Because what I want to say is at least you've got the choice. Now, the Ace of Swords is your advice and outcome, and it says laser-like focus on one thing only. Some sort of mental clarity coming in. There is something coming in that's going to make your mind up for you even. Let's have a look. Why do we have the Ace of Swords here? I'm drawn to the Five of Swords there with that Ace of Swords. Now, they've laid their swords down and walked away from it. And then it's like, there's your Ace of Swords that's laid on the floor. Maybe you need to focus on something new. Let's have a look. Nope. Why is the Ace of Swords here, please? And thank you for Capricorn. Oh my gosh, clarified by your Eight of Pentacles, which is your challenge. Page of Cups and the Ten of Cups. Focus on something that you love as opposed to the money, is what I want to say with this. Because the Ten of Cups is happy families, rainbows, sunshine and rainbows. It's like I could compare this to, for instance, I absolutely love my tarot. This would be my sunshine and rainbows. My job would be that Eight of Pentacles as a challenge. Like, yeah, but I know I've got to bring the money in and work hard to keep up the flow of the money. But what I really want to do is this, and this is my Ten of Cups. But they're wanting you to focus on what you really want for that fills your heart. That's what I'm trying to say. Because you've also got the Eight of Pentacles again, and they're like, no, focus on, not being distracted. Get your nose to the grindstone. You know your goal. Again, with this choice, all the choices you feel like you've got here. They're just saying focus on, mind you, I've just said there's a financial side. Maybe you can have both. Because let's face it, if you love something or somebody, then you make it work, don't you? And it is rewarding. You get that flow, and there's your Six of Pentacles. There's your flow coming back to you. He's working hard to make the pentacles flow up and go round again, and then start again and up and round, and it's that lovely flow. Maybe you can do both, but you're not expecting it because you've got the Page of Cups here. This is a lovely, surprising offer coming in. And now, if this is a relationship we're talking about, it is like a date offer, very out of the blue. If you're in a relationship and you are having problems with your relationship, maybe this is your partner giving you that new vitality, that newness, that almost childlike energy to the relationship again. I feel like you can have both. I really do. But you've got to concentrate on what you absolutely love doing, and that will bring the finances side to it too, because you'll be so passionate about it. Anyway, let's have a look what your angel number is. Please and thank you for Capricorn. What angel number is here for Capricorn, please and thank you. You've got 3003, inspiration. I think you give others inspiration. I know a Capricorn that inspires me, as well as you receiving inspiration from others next week. Again, very Six of Pentacles, very reciprocal energy going on there. So look out for 3003. Now that could be on a car number plate. It could be your shopping receipt. It could just literally be the number of notifications that you've got somewhere. But it will pop up, and let me know if it does, and take inspiration from it. Maybe there's something that is going to give you this comfort of mind that has that number on it. I have no idea what though. So I hope you enjoyed that, Capricorn. Very interesting reading. I think I'm going to call this You Can Have Both. I don't know. Anyway, have a great week. Take care, and I'll catch you next week. Thanks as always for watching.